Hello and welcome back to Gimbal's Tip of the Week. Last week, we introduced you to the Practice Accelerator Framework, our step-by-step approach to process improvement based on DMAIC. Today, we're focusing on the first step, defining your process. I'm David Skinner. I'm a lawyer and a Lean Six Sigma expert. I'm also Global Advisor on Legal Process Improvement to the International Institute of Legal Project Management. I help lawyers and others in the legal profession build more profitable and productive practices. So the first phase, define. We start every process improvement project by defining the process. In this phase of DMAIC, you're setting out the goals and the boundaries of your project. To do that, you must accomplish three main things. Number one, you need to understand your client's needs and requirements. That is, you have to answer the first of our 5 core questions. What does the client want and need? Talk to your clients. Listen carefully to their answers. We have a very bad habit of listening to the first part of what our clients tell us and then jumping immediately to what we think they're asking, what we think they need. When we do that, we can end up answering the wrong questions, and that doesn't help anybody and it doesn't add any value. Number 2, create a project charter. The charter defines the scope of your improvement project. It establishes the boundaries of your inquiry, sets out the business case for your project, identifies some key metrics, and designates the members of the project team. Your charter will guide you and your team for the duration of the project. And that brings us to number 3, the third main thing that we have to accomplish in the define phase of the Practice Accelerator Framework. Well, you have to create a really high-level picture of the process that you want to improve. We do this with a process grid, often called a SIPOC grid, S-I-P-O-C. It stands for suppliers, inputs, process, outputs, and clients, all in the context of the identified process. A process grid is a tool that provides a high-level view of a process, capturing the most critical information and helping you draw the process boundaries clearly. As I said, it's the really big picture. Use the link in the notes to see an example of a process grid. The Practice Accelerator Framework is client-focused, so start filling in the process grid from the client end and work backwards. That is, start with identifying who the clients of the process that you're targeting are. Then move to what it is they want from the process, the outputs of the process that you're looking at. Now, the outputs are the specific documents or the services that the client needs from the process. Maybe it's a completed conflicts check or a title deed, a will, or an invoice. That brings you to the inputs. The inputs are all of the things that you need to make the process work. Information your clients or opposing counsel provide, a completed form, a due diligence report, the court's decision on your motion. And that brings you finally to suppliers, S. The suppliers are those people who provide you with each of the inputs that you've identified. They could be the clients themselves, opposing counsel, the courts, other professionals like bankers or accountants that you have to work with, even the land titles office if you're doing a real estate transaction. The result of creating your SIPOC grid will be a clear, albeit very high level, picture of the process that you want to improve. You'll know its start and end points, and you'll know your own objectives for improving it. As well, most importantly, you will know what the client of the process wants or needs from it. Now, you're ready to move on to the next phase in the Practice Accelerator Framework and answer the core question, well, how do we work now to achieve those results? We'll cover that next week. Sign up now so that you don't miss it. There's a link in the notes below. And if you want more information like this, join the Lean Legal Community Facebook group. We post articles on efficiency, practice management, and a lot more every week. There's also a link to join this private Facebook group in the notes to this video. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next week when we look at the next phase of the Practice Accelerator Framework.